Hi friends, how are you doing? I'm Guru Rajan. Welcome to my YouTube channel to watch this series of videos on software development. This video will highlight the importance of communication skills for a software engineer. Many of my friends who have been top-notch programmers have consistently told me, why do I need to have good communication skills? I already have exceptional coding skills and I do good code review of my colleagues in the team. So why would I have communication skills? I know algorithms and data structures. I write code, I write clean code. Then what is the need for communicating? Let my code speak for itself. Now, is this a good strategy to follow? Let's find out. Let's see 5 or 6 situations in which communication skills become very vital for a software engineer. Let's see a project is successfully completed and there is a postmortem or there is a review meeting of what went on well and what didn't go on so very well. And every team member is asked to present what he has done in this project. And here, if you are not able to highlight your accomplishments, if you are not able to tell about the extent of your accomplishments, how much you have contributed to the project and how much your contribution stands with respect to the overall project. Now, how will you effectively communicate what you have done to the higher management? There is also the other danger of, if you haven't communicated your accomplishments or the extent of your accomplishments correctly to the top management, then there is a chance that some other person who has not contributed as much as yours, whose performance is no match in front of how much you have done, he will try to highlight his performances and he may glorify what he has done, which is very high in proportion to what he has done in the project. It will make your contribution slightly pale in front of the team's contribution. So highlighting what you have done in a project correctly to your team management is of vital significance. Don't you think communications matter in this? Anyway, you have done a good job, but why would you not communicate it properly? I am not for a moment saying you should communicate something which you have not done. I'm not saying that. You have done exceptionally well, but make sure you highlight at least to 90% of what you have done in the project. And this is only fair to do so. Let's see a most important place where you will need your communication skills. You are sitting for annual appraisal in front of your supervisor. The most often asked question is, can you please highlight what you have done very well in the last year of appraisal? Now, you have to do a very good job of what you have done during the last year. Also, you have to tell how well you have communicated with your colleagues to make sure you fixed the change requests and also done the features that are required for the project. And also, you should highlight how you have communicated with other teams to get the things done. So please make sure you highlight all these things in your annual appraisal so that your work is favorably looked upon by your supervisors and also the top management. Because if you are very unsatisfied with your appraisal, then slowly it becomes a cycle effect and slowly your dissatisfaction grows, which finally culminates in your termination in you leaving the company. So make sure you communicate very well during the time of annual appraisal. Don't you agree? There is another scenario where you need to communicate very well. For example, you have a couple of people in the team who are working on a very high priority CR, a change request, and they got stuck in understanding a third-party code. And maybe you have worked on that third-party code and you can actually sit with them to explain how the third-party code integrates with your own code and try to mitigate that stress at times of trouble for your colleagues. So make sure you also communicate with them very well, both in the office and outside the office, and try to help them solve their problems quickly. This will also make sure that they will help you in your times of stress when you are looking at a change request or a very high priority bug fix that needs to go right away. So make sure you communicate both inside office and outside office properly to make the team a well-oiled machine. The other time where your communication skills become very important is during a code review. Suppose a couple of your colleagues come to you as a senior person, maybe you are a lead engineer, and some of your colleagues come to you for a code review. Now, even if you want to show some negative aspects of the code, you have to make sure that you express them politely and in a way the colleagues understand, the junior engineers understand. For example, you might want to comment about the code regarding any refactoring that got missed out. You might want to comment about writing clean code. You might want to comment about how you can refactor the functions and the classes. You might want to talk about any API calls which are not proper, and you might want to add some documentation which is necessary. All these things you can bring about in a code review effectively if you have good communication skills and you are able to express this politely and in a very agreeable way with your colleagues, and this will also increase your reputation as a lead engineer or a senior software engineer in the team. Now, there are two other scenarios where communication is very significant. One is you want to express a plan that you have in mind for your business. The second is you want to express some dissatisfaction or dissent in the team. Now, let's take the first idea of how you can express a plan that you have for your business group. Let's say your VP of software development comes for a town hall, and then he asks everybody, senior engineers in the team, do you have some questions? Do you have some plans which you want to share? Now, if you have a plan of action for your business division, you should be able to articulate it very well, and you should be able to put it succinctly in a very short time. So probably you should be able to express your plan in less than a minute. And you should keep in mind the goals of the business. So you cannot talk from the point of view of a software developer. You have to think what the business head at that time would require the project to do and how this will contribute for the bottom line of the organization. So with these in mind, if you express your thoughts, it will be considered favorably, and your reputation of being a good communicator stands in good stead. Now, the last area where communication skills are very important is about expressing dissatisfaction about a certain incident or expressing your dissent. Now, these are very tricky aspects. In fact, a lot of people shy away from this area itself. You know why? They don't want to express their dissatisfaction. So they don't, or they always say everything is fine. Oh, that's great. Wonderful. You're doing a great job. I mean, this is the usual thing that goes on. But if that is the case, when will you express a small piece of dissent in the team? Now, even though it will make you unpopular, sometimes you have to express dissent. You have to express a dissatisfaction about an incident that happened. Probably you can express it in the small confines of your team. Maybe you don't want to do that in a town hall. Maybe you want to express this in the small confines of your team, and that's fine. The place and the way you want to express is fine, but you need exceptional good communication to express something which is not welcome. For example, if you are expressing dissent, make sure you have the right choice of words, and make sure you make an eye contact with the manager you are talking to, and make sure the tone of your delivery of the content is proper, because tone can change the content and the meaning also. Make sure you have an eye contact, choose the right words for expressing dissent, and finish it on a positive note. You can say, I have expressed some of my concerns, and I am doing this purely from the point of view of growth for our team. So I do not want to continue with this dissent. I have expressed this, and that's about it, and hope this helps for the team to move forward. While saying this, three things are important. You should have the right choice of words, you should look and make an eye contact, and you should finish on a positive note. And also, expressing dissatisfaction is also very crucial about an incident, and this will actually increase your respect in the team, and also the manager will also understand you much better, that he is not saying yes for everything. He is actually expressing something which will make the team grow. So we have seen a lot of scenarios here where communication skills are vital for a software engineer. So you need to write good code, you need to write exceptional good algorithms, but you should also communicate your work with your colleagues, with peers in other teams, as well as, more importantly, with your higher management. And this will make sure you will have a rounded personality in the organization, not just a person who writes good code. So hope you liked this video. Press the like button and leave your comments below, and also subscribe. Thanks for watching.